Yo, what's up, Cyril? So I'm just gonna jump right into this because I only want to stream for about an hour tops. But first off, when you start the game, you can hold select, and it skips the copyright screen. So you can get to your timing for Technodrome a little quicker. So that was helpful in practicing that, but I'm sure you know the audio cue to listen for, but practice that at some point. What's going on with my controllers here? Tangle. Oops. Going out of there. Alright. That was about right there. Actually, if you want to go over that, check this out. I mean, you can just watch any of my runs that I get Technodrome first hole, and I hit right around the same audio cue the whole time, or every time, but Luna made me a ROM hack that, well, I don't know if you noticed, but if you press start at a random time, there's about a 50% chance that you'll get hole 3, which is the bottom left hole, which is the longest and hardest hole. About a 25% chance of the top right hole, which is the quickest and best hole, and then a 25% chance of bottom right hole. But this one, this ROM hack, the turtle that is selected shows you which hole you're going to be in, which Mike is actually hole 1, Don is hole 2, and there's a glitch turtle that's hole 3. But that would have been hole 1 right there. But the audio cue we're looking for, that sounded about right to me. Okay, we got Mike. So it's like it's right on that one note, or just a frame before it. Sometimes you'll get the feel for it after running it a couple thousand times. That felt okay. Okay, that was good too. That felt early there. Well, that was good. That felt good too. Damn, I'm hitting 100% so far. What's up, Peckerwood? Yeah, I was trying to sleep and I couldn't, so I figured I'd play a little bit to unwind. I was talking to Serial, he's starting to run this game, so I'm gonna show him some beginner style strats so he can pick it up really quick. So we'll just press it at a random time, see what we get. So that's hole 3. That felt okay. Nope, that was hole 2. That felt early, but it was okay. Felt okay, maybe late. I think I was late. That felt early. That felt okay. Nope, wasn't. But anyway, just you'll see. You'll get a feel for it, but you'll never truly get a feel for it. Felt early. can't hear. There's cars driving by like crazy. That felt early. That felt good. Oh, it wasn't. Anyways, we'll move past this. But you want to hit around that note. You have a good chance of success as opposed to other methods. Alright. Wait, why am I done? Oh, I didn't start the... I didn't start the real ROM. I'm still in the practice ROM. There we go. Yeah, I kind of feel the same, Peckerwood, but I haven't looked into it. That goes along the lines of what Junkyard Dave did with the TAS about the health bar that's doing a little flashing thing there and which bar it's on, or which square it's on. But yeah, I kind of thought the same thing. Alright, so let's start the game. Obviously, this is the easy part. The ladder, hop over there, slice those two, stab down, immediately jump through these guys, and you can switch turtles here. Or you can hop over these guys, so you don't really have to time that. It doesn't matter either way, it's same difference. But jump immediately. So with Don and the strats I use to get down to low health, you just kind of stay on this guy and mash B. And he triggers right about the middle of this block here. So you can kind of attack a little bit before and then spin around with it. That was crap. Crap. Wrong block. But anyways, you're probably gonna do not low health strats at first. So you can do something like that. Pipe connection and turtle nose is a visual cue. Oh, like line it up right there? Nice. Okay. Well, there's that too. It's good that you're in here, because it like, you've showed me like visual cues and stuff that you use that I don't use at all. So it's cool that we use two completely different things for a lot of things. So anyways, there's a generally easy bebop fight. And even if you take a hit or two from him, you've got a pizza in the next thing. And you can buffer your up input here if you get up here quick enough, which I didn't that time. But you get in the door and then just hold up. And you'll go in. The weird thing about these doors in this game, most of them, if not all of them, is that they're hitboxes or activation boxes. Nothing that I do in this particular section seems to affect the next section for enemy set. So these hitboxes, like I'm pressing up right now. I'm in the doorway. Like I'm pressing up right now. I'm right in the middle of the damn doorway. It's weird. But like over here you can do it. So you can enter doors from like over here, but not over here. Anyways, I hug this as close as I can. And then to be safe you can go over here and do a little zigzag, but I just minimize the inputs. T-Gotch, what's up, dude? Thanks for the good luck. Good luck in the tutorials. So I go up to here, and then just cut it over here. And I actually time that walk to the music. Like my inputs are timed to the music there. And that's the same with a lot of the overworld sections for me, but you'll get the hang of that. Or do your own thing, whatever. So I'm trying to think of easy strats here, so it might take a few times to go through. I mean, that part's not too hard, but it did take a little bit to get used to, so just say you can go down here. I don't know. It's gonna be hard for me to do easy strats, I guess, but... You go almost all the way over here to trigger that guy to spawn, and then you immediately turn around and start hammering on him. Do a quick hop and kill those two guys, and then a hop attack there. So easy strat right here is to stand back about this far, and then I think you can just walk forward and attack this guy. Maybe not. I don't remember how I used to do this, to be honest. Something like that. And then, since you're far enough over here on the screen before it starts scrolling, that last peekaboo guy will not be activated. Like, we're one right before the ladder, so you can just jump right there. Oh, attack up? Thanks, Red. Alright. We should time it right. So stand about this far back. There you go. Thanks, Red. I didn't scroll, or didn't start off far enough to the left, so this should be good. Nope. So you need to stand further to the left. Right about here, maybe? There we go. Alright, so that's enough of that. So the easy strat for this, I think, is something... Well, there's a million ways to do this room right here. At different levels of play, but you just jump up and immediately attack, do something like that, drop down here, attack up again, more of them down here. But Nest Master showed me the easiest way that I think for the, like, safe strats. So you can just immediately buffer your upright input and jump through there. Jump down here, keep all these guys alive, and just kind of sit here and let them scroll themselves off screen. So there you go, they're all gone. Really safe. Or you can up attack them like that, but then you've got that guy to deal with. That's what I used to do there. But with the boomerang guy there, you risk him throwing a boomerang. But anyways, that's like a medium strat. Beginner strat, I would say, would be this. I'll follow him over there. If one of them still lasts, then you just attack it, so there's that. Yeah, correct. Yeah. Alright, so up here, there's a pretty advanced strat. But I'm not gonna mess with that. So I'd say try to hit this ladder about the middle or the side over here. Actually, you know what? It's probably going to be more natural to hit it over here. And then you just immediately jump up and attack down. But you have to pretty much immediately jump up because that boomerang guy likes to throw boomerangs at you and screw you up sometimes. Here's the advanced strat, but it's hard to explain the inputs. It's really quick, like turn around, and you gotta do an early ladder dismount and a bunch of other quick inputs, but anyways, just climbing to the top of it and jumping immediately over that should be fine. Alright, Rocksteady, of course the easy strat a lot of people know is to just go up here, wait for him to shoot, and then time your hit. But Rocksteady's AI is really not bad. Like if you're on the ground, he usually shoots you, then he charges, shoots you and charges. If you're in the air, when he starts running, he'll jump. See, I'll try and get him to shoot now. No, he didn't. There he shoots. But if you can, like, be in the air, he usually jumps. I think it has something to do with the proximity of him as well. But don't be afraid to kind of jump over him. Jump over his bullets. You can use big jumps at first just so it's not hard, because medium jumps are pretty rough to get the hang of when you first start this game. There's like a crazy decent fight, but for the most part, just kind of play around with him. Start by a standing attack, then a jump if he doesn't shoot again. I don't know. There's like there's so many ways to do the Rocksteady fight, because you can kind of keep it on the ground like that, or you can jump around and kind of play with him a little bit. But since he's in the first level, you'll kind of just get used to him. His AI is, once you figure it out, it's pretty simple. But the thing about the bow, and I can demonstrate that well in this fight, is that it's got, well, I think all turtles, maybe except for Raph, I don't know, have a hitbox behind them. Like, see how Don's bow sticks out behind him? You can face away from Rocksteady as he shoots. I keep wanting to point at the screen. You can face away from Rocksteady as he shoots. Hit his bullet with your... I pointed at the screen again. Hit his bullet with the back part of your bow, and then turn around and hit him with the front part of your bow. Like that. pretty useful in some parts for hit timing. But as long as you don't take major damage from Rocksteady here, I mean, it should be alright, because you've got a half a pizza and a whole pizza to grab in the next section. So this section here, at first you don't want to worry about any of these clips. You probably just want to walk straight up here. You gotta wait for a little bit, and go over here and just attack. You get the feeling for that. Hey Sloth, what's up, dude? Let the Foot Clan destroy the dam. Kind of go in here, and again, since this level's in the beginning of the game, you'll kind of get the inputs down for it pretty easy. This was actually the second section that I learned, like the second actually hard section, I'll say, and it was really fun and satisfying to learn this one, because you kind of just slice your way through here. But you have to attack up on that guy or else he runs into you. I used this as an indicator right about halfway through this part. This little beam is where I do a medium jump and start that little attack sequence there. Anyways, if you mess up in that room, the enemies change a lot. So this whole section can get out of hand if you're not fluid with it, so just make it through the best you can. I don't know what's gonna happen up here now. Okay, this is normal. For me anyways. See, it's kind of hard to do a tutorial in this game, I guess, because depending on what you do, your enemy set could change, so we'll just try and explain it the best as we can. So this part's pretty straightforward. You can go up and get this pizza if you want. Try and make it up here before this guy. You do that, just walk off the ledge and attack up. So a lot of times, well, all times in this game, when you're walking, you can kind of hold the diagonals. You're still gonna walk, but you can also attack up while walking. Very, very handy. Oops, I thought I save stated already. Walk through here, jump through here. You can take the top here. And you don't have to kill all these enemies, I'm just used to doing it. Kill that guy from the floor. Oops. Jump up here and jump over there. I think you have to kill this guy. No, you don't. You can just walk. So if you miss him, no big deal, don't stress it. All these guys are optional to kill. So I'll try and make it look simple, or not kill a bunch of optional enemies so it doesn't look crazy hard. You can go down here. That way is probably easier. Just kill this guy from the floor. Alright, so there's that. This part, I would say just stand here and kill that guy to start. Hop over that guy. Attack. Attack. Now this is probably the first clip I learned. I don't know if you've done any of the clips yet. I assume you've done the one up to the missiles. But it functions the same. You just have to position very carefully. So if you're off to the left, you'll bonk. If you're off to the right, you won't make it through. But this one seems to have a good bit of leeway. Like if you're too far to the right, it almost lets you adjust into the clip. I don't know, it's weird. Anyways, that one seems to have the most leeway, so if you want to learn that one first, that's probably the one to go for. It's not like a bunch of enemies are coming at you that you have to freak out about. You can kind of stand here and mess with it. Yeah, I mean, even jumping twice isn't bad. And sometimes if you're too far to the right and you try to adjust and clip in, and not clip in rather, sometimes you can clip in too far to the right during your fall, and then you'll start like bonking. It's like you missed the window for the clip, but I'm sure you get the hang of that. So anyways, if you're low on health, just go over here, grab your pizza, and there's a couple of patterns you can get up here. This is the most common for me, is these flying guys. There should be one flying guy here, one right after him, and then another one a little later. So I just do the same up attack. And then another one here. So here's this infamous jump. There's really nothing you can explain about this one other than jump later than it looks like you should jump, because your feet can hang off the edge when you're walking anyways. Your toes can hang off the edge a little bit. And see how his front foot's like way off the edge before I even jump. Like, don't try to edge up to it or you'll probably mess up. Like, if you jump up here and land like over here, I just back up to here and start over again. No diggity with the raid. What's up, dude? How's it going, man? Yeah, just tap jump. I don't think... It doesn't matter. You can hold jump. It's the same jump because you bonk your head off the ceiling. You don't have enough time to change your stance in the air that it would mess you up. So tap jump works. Full jump works. It's cool. Either way. Kicked off your first Saturn stream. Nice. Yeah, I saw your thing. And said you got the Saturn working. How's that, man? Saturn's a system I didn't play that much. Unfortunately, I missed it. Alright, so this is a part where I don't even look at the screen when I'm playing, because when I exit this hole, I slice to the music. Go up and then right. And then the timing for that one, I just know. But anyways, I suggest looking when you first start to run. Albert Odyssey, nice. Alright, so if you've got decent health with all your turtles, and I mean full health with your other 3 turtles and about half health with Dawn, you'll make it through this dam just fine. So, at this point, Dawn usually has, for me, 3.5 bars, and I take 1 hit from him, so I'll just demonstrate that. So the first one, take a hit. And you try to grab these bombs in the middle of the bomb. And when you pause to switch turtles in the dam, I'd say you don't have to worry about this quite yet. If you want to keep them all at full health and take the dam nice and slow, feel free. But this is the damage boosting through the dam route. When you pause, you cycle turtles pressing down. So you'll go up to Leo, you'll be on Dawn, you'll press down, go to Leo. No worries, no diggity. I appreciate it, man. Have a good one. Glad you got the Saturn working. I'll have to check it out. Alright, so then they're just damage boosting through everything. Tap like crazy to get up here. Again, grab the bomb in the center, because if you grab the bomb at the bottom or the top, it takes longer to do the animation. Not critical for when you're first starting out though. Drop down here. Now here's where you can get boost. See how the current's pulling me in? That means we got boost. And you actually know if you got boost when you drop down here. You drop down here, depending on how quickly your turtle drops. Like he dropped pretty quick there, that means you've got boost coming up. If he drops super slow, that means there's no boost. It's a lot easier to control and manage when you have no boost. But we've got boost, so let's wait for that. See how I accelerated real quick there? You can go through here. Never mind. I'm not gonna explain holding on to the boost. But if you got boost and you want to wait, never mind. You don't have to wait for this stuff. Just plow through it. All right. You cancel out your boost by bonking your head on the ceiling here, which you're probably gonna do most times anyways, so don't worry about trying to hold into the boost when you're first running. So anyways, damage boost through there. Then you can either do this, you're gonna take 1 bar of health, or if you want to be safe about it, you can just swim right under here. Either way, then you go up here to the left, grab your bomb, try not to get hit by the seaweed, go immediately back to the right. We're getting really good zap cycles. Holy crap. Usually take a lot more damage than this. Alright, so here's where you're going to get some boost again. So as soon as you got to watch your health here. No, we didn't get that much boost. Either way. Yeah, no, I probably made that look easy. You just got to watch your health when you transition up into the seaweed there. Try to let your turtle get down to 1 bar, but just to be safe, you might want to switch it at 2. Again, switch down when you switch turtles. So we're Raph now. Just boosting through. Not worry about any of this stuff. So at this point, I always switch to Mike. But for the sake of you probably wanting a good bit of health, or as much as possible, we'll take an extra one with Raph here. And just go down here. I'm going to skip over a lot of possible strats for this fast stuff because you don't need to worry about that right now. And this will get you 90% of the way there anyways. Boost through that. This takes a little getting the hang of to do comfortably, but you'll get it. And boost through these. Alright. So that's the dam. Okay. Alright, so obviously we get in the van, go over here, exit the van. So we should have Mike right now. He's really good for this section. You'll get the timing, but you can just kind of slash your way through it. This guy jumped kind of right before him and he usually doesn't hit you. You can jump straight up that ladder. If you're low on health here, you can grab the pizza, or if you want... See, basically we want to death warp out of this building. So, say for safe strats, we want to keep Mikey with health because we're going to farm scrolls in this level. So, you can do the dam however you want to for safe strats. As long as Don has health, you gotta keep Don in good health. That's the main key to this whole run. And then maybe another turtle at least half health, preferably. But I like to end up with Mike because I'm used to using him for this section, and that'll help out when you learn the advanced strats with the Mike Death Warp. To despawn this enemy here, is it this one? Yeah. You jump at the very edge of this thing. There's other ways to do it, but this is the way I discovered and used. You jump at the corner, which I'm missing, like that, and that robot falls through the floor. So jump at the corner and the robot falls through. He's gone. Now you need a turtle with a little bit of health because this robot will wreck you. So you kind of just damage boost through him. You can jump out of the way of that fire there. Then you line yourself up. Here, you'll get the hang of the positioning here. You can switch to Dawn if you want to kill that guy to give yourself some time. But you want to clip up here, grab the missiles, and pick a turtle that's going to die soon, preferably Raph because he sucks. And death warp out. You want to be Dawn, probably. Alright, the van route. The easiest way for beginners will be this. Fire a bullet. Fire another bullet. Try not to fire like 3 bullets at a time, because only one's going to hit them, and it just gives you extra lag, and then you might not get another shot off. So you just need 1 bullet, wait a little bit, then another bullet for these guys. Turn, fire 1 missile, fire another missile. Go down here, fire a missile. Go down this guy's way, and here's where we'll farm scrolls. This section takes a little bit to get used to, but you can kind of take it slow at first. As long as you have Don, he's pretty good. I'm not going to concentrate too heavily on this section because I don't know speed strats for it, but if you go over here quick enough, it despawns those fire guys, I know that. There's a bunch of fire guys here, so you kind of just have to jump around them. Sub-boss here. Okay, there's going to be some things immediately after this ladder, so you want to go down from the side of it. You'll notice if you go down the exact center of a ladder, you can't get off of it until you clear the little barriers to my right. But if you're on the side of a ladder, you can do an early dismount. So we'll go down to the side and then hop off it immediately. You probably take a hit from these guys, they're not easy. So you want to take probably whatever your backup turtle is, it's got a little health, and give them the scrolls. Because there's a good chance that running the rest of the game with Dawn, you're going to pick up a sub-weapon to replace the scrolls anyways. Yeah, ladders are the hardest thing in this game for me to get anybody to get used to, I guess, but I still have trouble with ladders. They're the hardest thing, in my opinion, in this game. Because you can be like here and dismount it, but if you're too far down, then you'll dismount to the bottom. Anyways, go down here. Yeah, when you're going down a ladder, you don't need those ropes, by the way. When you're going down a ladder, you always want to enter it from one of the sides, so that you can go down a little bit, and then hit over to the right or left, whichever way you need to go, and then just fall. If that's what you want to do anyways. So here you can either jump in the water and you'll get flushed away, or if you want to try to give another turtle some health, also you can just walk over these if you didn't know that. The single gap. There's a pizza over here if you want to try and give another turtle health, but it takes some practice to get these jumps right. So then we can give that to Mike. But it doesn't even really matter at this point because you're just going to get through the next area and then farm pizza for all your turtles anyway. So, if you don't get that pizza, no big deal. Same way, there's your van. Get out of here. Another 2 bullets here. Barrier here. 2 bullets here. There's some lag reduction strats that come into play when you're at a higher level, but we can get into that another time. You can go all the way up here and then to the right and fire a missile, and it'll take out this barrier, because that's a weird looking one to... You feel like you have to go up here to hit it, but you don't. You just do that. You can wait for that guy or take a damage boost from him. These tanks really don't do a whole lot of damage to your turtle. They take less than a half a bar or half a square each time. So if you hit them, no big deal. Don't be too afraid of them. Go down here, hit this guy with a missile. Sometimes if you don't do that little U-turn section right, there will be another tank guy to my right about here. I mean, you should have enough health here that you don't have to worry about him. There's another tank coming up. You fire a missile right about where this little black part ends, and keep on driving up. You'll kill the tank and the barrier in one shot. We're here, one more barrier. So at this point, you need one more barrier to destroy. So if you're low on health and want to kill this guy with a missile, feel free, or you can just damage boost through him. Alright, so despawning this guy, not super critical, but interesting. If you turn this corner sharp-ish, then you're gonna go over here, and then you'll be able to scroll the screen up enough to despawn that guy. If you don't turn this corner sharp and hit it way up here, then your guy's still gonna be on screen. Either way, they don't do that much damage, so no big deal. Also, here's the official parking spot of the Ninja Turtles turtle van. Nestmaster told me about this. It's perfect. Don't park there if you're doing a speed run, but you can just get right out right about here and go in the building. Now, when you're doing this run and you're inconsistent with what enemies you kill, this could be one of 2 different enemy sets. You could have fire guys or robots. So what you want to do when you go in this building is immediately hold left and just keep mashing B. And you want fire guys. If it's robots, which it's not, if it's robots, you can just go right out of the building and go right back in and it'll change to fire guys. But you want the fire guys. Okay, so keep mashing and you should kill all these guys here, or all the eyeballs. So this part is a trick you may want to learn sooner rather than later, but it is a tough trick at first. You want to get your feet a good bit past the door frame and then jump and do a quick turnaround. That ensures that the screen doesn't scroll that far left, which makes this fire guy that's supposed to be here not spawn. But for beginners, you can kill that fire guy. Since we scrolled the screen over here, this fire guy is going to be here. You can just drop straight down here and attack him. He won't hurt you. So let's just go with that for beginners. What? Well, okay, so if you kill the fire guy, and then don't scroll the screen that far, I think I scrolled it too far, so this fire guy's gonna be here. Okay, so drop down, immediately you can kill that fire guy, he's not gonna hurt you. Okay, He wasn't there that time, but you saw it. Alright, so you're going to have 2 Patriot bugs here. And a lot of these names Nestmaster came up with, and they kind of stuck. You call them whatever you want, but you can attack up to hit him. And then just jump over this guy and attack down to kill his little leg. Or a slower strat. Whoops. Would just be to sit here and kill him like that. Okay, so this is critical right here. You want to enter this ladder from the right and drop down to the left. I wasn't far enough down. Oh shit, we got a weird enemy set. Okay, I'm actually gonna get flushed away here. I'll show you how you can deal with the robots and the balloons. They change. The enemy sets change in here like crazy. It's weird. So, the more you can get consistent with this area here, the more this next section will be consistent. But anyways, we'll just proceed. Now this section is intimidating at first, but it's actually one of the more comfortable parts of the run, I think. You just jump at the corner of like pretty much everything. Jump at the corner, attack, attack, jump here, attack, attack, attack. Oh, see that's usually a fire guy, you can jump right over him, but if it's a robot you can kind of wait for him, and if you want to back off a little bit, the further you are away from the robot, the more they'll walk towards you. Quicker they'll fall off the ledge. I mean, you shouldn't need this pizza because there's a full pizza up here. Man, these enemy sets are changing like crazy. So fire guy right there, you can just jump up there. Alright, so you want to fall off this ledge as you attack forward with Dawn. You don't want to take too much time on there, you get hit, but anyways. I'll try and take this kind of slow. Alright, joking. We'll see you later, man. Have a nice night. And actually, if you want to do, if you have Mike or Leo, this section might be a little easier because they've got better radius with their weapons, so actually I suggest that. Oh. So if you get farther away from him, he walks off quicker. Okay, so anyways, we'll skip past that. You'll just have to get used to that. So here's where you can just farm pizzas with all your turtles that you have surviving. Shit. I just load stated. Alright, so let's go through here with Mike. Actually, that's what I would suggest at first. Mike or Leo to do this section. Because they have quick attacks, especially Mike. If this is a robot, you can either jump over him or just do what I just did there to despawn him. Anyways, let's farm some pizza here. If you get knocked down, it's okay, because you can just re-enter and get the fire guys and get a free pizza. So anyways, we'll switch back to Dawn. Now this guy is a pretty easy trick to do, just go in and jump through him. But if you don't want to, you can attack him. Whatever. this section up here can be kind of tough. If it's a balloon, he's probably going to hit you. Really hard to avoid. If it's a Patriot bug, still kind of hard to avoid, but you can kind of just stand still and the Patriot bug will go away. Okay, it's a bug. He went away. This guy you can just walk down and destroy. That guy's probably going to hit you. He still hits me every now and then, but what you can do is go to the left first and then start your attack and then turn to the right. So you'll get used to that. That fire guy, you can just despawn him. Just let him walk away. Alright, so since this is a beginner route, I'm not going to explain Mecha Turtle other than his first phase. If just the sword hits you, you stay alive. Or you don't take damage. It has no damage value. So you can get a free hit by doing this. And then you can jump up here if he lets you. Anyways. And you can just kind of jump and hit him like this if you want. It's one method. And then I would switch to your scrolls. And just take this second phase out, because it takes a long time to get used to his AI, so we won't go into detail about that one. So anyways, that's all I'm going to go into about Mecha Turtle. All I gotta say is good luck. Just scroll the hell out of him if you need to. So we'll switch back to Dawn. Yeah, body hit from Mecha Turtle is pretty rough. Yeah, he'll be a run killer when you first start out, for sure. Okay, so here we want the balloon enemy set, not the robot and bug enemy set. Okay, so this is what we don't want. It's doable, but I don't want it. So you can exit and re-enter. There's a couple buildings like this. Okay, so there's a pizza if you need it. If you took a lot of damage from Mecha Turtle, you can farm that pizza there. I'll show you how to do that here. In this game, you can kind of just advance the screen a little bit at a time to get one enemy to spawn at a time to make it manageable. But you can go over here. If this guy's here, you just wait till he goes. Grab the pizza. No, don't cut the ladder. And then you can exit and re-enter if you need to farm the pizza. So get through here, I jump. This is my visual cue when my toes are right here. Jump and attack. You get through there. And you can kind of just make your way through here. We're not going to get into advanced strats actually. Anyway, just make your way through there. Jump over this guy. And you can kind of attack him from down there to be easy. Grab your ropes. Alright, here I jump and hit my head and attack at the same time at this little thing here. And with this enemy set, we're going to get a boomerang guy up here, which you can just jump. I let my toes touch the left side of the door frame. Then jump. Actually, we had no boomerang guy. If it's a robot, if it's the balloons here instead of the bugs and a robot up there, you can just wait right about here and the robot will walk off and then you can just jump up there. So here again you can have bugs or balloons. So make it through there the best you can. Throw some ropes. Alright, coming up here is a very, very easy to do clip. It's fun, it's easy, it's amazing. What the fuck was that? What was that? That's not the clip I was talking about. He just fell through the ropes. Anyways, let's go back. If you've got sub-weapons here, I suggest using them against whatever this is. Could be a robot, could be a boomerang guy. Alright, so I just walk off of this. Rope broke. So I just walk off of this, and very shortly after you hit the ground, not immediately like the same frame or you miss it, but very shortly after you hit the ground, do a full jump again and get up on this ledge. That'll put you on the edge of this ledge. And the hitbox for this is misleading because you'll fall right here. It's lined up with these white boxes. Don't pay attention to the blue boxes. But you want to be right on the edge, or as close to it as possible. Doesn't have to be exact. And all you do is a medium jump and tap forward at the same time. If you need a half a pizza, there's one to the right over here. Jump up here, kill the boomerang guy. Here's your half a pizza. Nobody needs health, so whatever. But the clip, very easy to do. Get on the edge, do a medium jump, and tap forward. That's a small jump. There you go. That's all you do. Oops. And attack down for those guys. Now, if you clip too far in, you still get through, but sometimes that boomerang guy will charge at you, so just be prepared for that. Like if you don't just tap over and you hold over, I don't know, I can't even do it wrong. Now, if you don't clip too far enough in, that happens. But anyways, if you clip too far in, that boomerang guy will charge at you, so just be prepared for that. Otherwise, he'll just stay here. You can do whatever with him. This section is easy. Do a little hop, drop down there, hop up here, and right when your toes hit this second line here, you can start attacking. You hit that guy. There's usually a beetle down here. Try and kill it when you drop. That's that section. To be honest, I don't know how I'm going to explain a lot of these sections because I really only know how to do them fast, so I'll try. So what you want to do here is a medium jump over this guy. And then I like to kill that turret because he adjusts. Killing that turret adjusts the enemy set a little later in the level. Not critical though. So medium jump. Go down here. If you mess that up, there's going to be another boomerang guy that spawns where that turret was that we killed. So if you mess it up, here's another there's usually another boomerang guy here, so be prepared for him. Anyways, let's continue. Go down here. There's a sub-boss. He's really easy. Just walk 3/4 of the way through here. Start attacking. Okay, here is a series of 3 medium jumps. And then attacking down. You gotta stay fluid with this. So 3 medium jumps, attack down after the third. That's okay. Jump and attack down or up or whatever to kill that guy. Because you really want to clear these guys. Because if you get stuck in them, Oh, they're not gonna do it now, watch. If you get stuck in those guys... they're hard to get out of. Like, when you're in a mosh pit, I call it, you kind of want to panic and keep hitting jump, but you're gonna get wrecked. So what you have to do if you're in that mosh pit is wait till you get hit, you'll fall back, and then jump while you have iframes. Because if you keep tap and jump, you get wrecked. So you kind of have to time it right to get out of that. So anyways, this is how this should look here. Move on. Okay, so this section here, we're going to go down the ladder just a tick and drop down immediately to the left and attack down. Really easy to learn, really cool. Bam, done. Now, if we didn't kill that one turret that I mentioned in the last section, those would be balloons, which are pretty easy to manage as well, but not as cool as this. Really easy to learn that. So then just jump down here, you know how to get through here. Okay, this section is a pain. A royal pain. I'm going to try and figure out how to explain this well. So you can probably just go ahead and clear those things out here. You should have enough health that you can just go down here. Getting over that boomerang guy's a mess sometimes. But what you can do is just kind of chill over here for a little bit, spawn this guy. He'll either jump over you, or jump on that thing, or jump down here. Either way, you can get rid of him, or jump over him. Watch out for these turrets, because they do a whole bar of damage if they hit you. There's no really easy way to deal with that guy. I gotta stop doing the fast strats. Easy strats, easy strats. I'm gonna try to stop explaining this and just make it look okay. There's an easy way to kill him. See, my damageless run taught me a lot. What? Where did that come from? There's a lot of weird shit going on. Where did... Ugh. This game, man. This game. Alright, so we'll be done with that one. Just good luck with that section. That's one of the harder sections of the game. Casually or speedrun. So you can just drop down and kill that guy. If you don't... Or it could be this enemy set. Either way. Drop down here. Jump up here. That's a fairly easy section to get down. Another easy section here. Just drop down. Attack a guy. Get up here. Now we're going to learn the fireworks strat. If you turn at the right point here and get close enough to these balls, as you turn, then you get fireworks. I didn't get fireworks. I didn't turn close enough. Anyways, this is where the route's probably going to be different for starting out. So you're probably going to want to start out by going to this middle hole here, I think. Reset, no fireworks. that's a really tough jump. You know what? No. I'm not teaching people how to do that. Get out of there. You're real close to those balls. Don't do that section. Go here. You get to rescue a turtle if they're down. Alright, here's actually the first screen I learned when I decided that I wanted to speedrun, because it looked very tough to me, and it is. And I wanted to see if I can do it. So this is the first thing I learned in the speedrun. Like, actual speedrun strats. This hole right here. But we're going to try and figure out how to do it easy. Drop down there, kill that. Jump up here. These magnets aren't terrible. Alright, so you want to spawn that guy before you jump, probably. This is a pretty treacherous jump, but it's no worse than the one in the dam. So there's that. So if you want to go a safer way without lava, we'll go back to the other one. You can do this hole right here. You still have a risk of taking a lot of damage, but you don't have the one-hit kill. Of the lava. Okay, this section is a little weird. There's a pizza up there that has not spawned yet. Do you have to go to the edge for the jump, or will you bonk if you go too early for the fire jump? You can bonk, but you still have to go towards the edge. If you go towards like the absolute edge of that conveyor belt, then you can actually clear the ceiling and not bonk, but it's rare that I ever do that. But you do have to hit pretty close to the edge of it. And you can bonk and you'll still make it. But if you bonk and fall in the fire, then you're too early. Hey Muse, what's up, man? Fireworks from my good friend Skunky. Appreciate it, man. So there's a pizza up here that hasn't spawned yet, so what you can do here, especially if you're low on health, kind of just jump up here, grab the pizza, kill this guy. This section's a little hairy. But what's good about this, see, this connects to where we were earlier. After the, here's the fire section that we would have jumped over. So here's the hole you need to go in to progress. But no matter which route you take, if you're low on health, it's not the easiest thing to do, but you can farm pizza here. Because you'll take some damage. You need like you need to make sure you have 3 or 4 bars of damage with whatever turtle you're using, but because you're going to take a lot to get the pizza, but once you get it worked out, then you can farm pizza there. I don't like my hairy areas. You gotta shave that stuff, man. Alright, so I'm not going to focus too much on those other sections, but just know that if you have 4 turtles and you try this section, I can't go back on it right now, but if you try it and fall in the fire, you can go back in that previous hole and grab a turtle if you didn't do the damage or the death warp earlier in the run. But since I suggested that, I assume you did, so never mind all that. Anyways, getting off track here. So this is the hole you need to progress. That's not how I do that. That's not too hard to get down, you can learn that. So here you want at least 3 bars of health, actually 2.5 or more. because you're going to take 2 full bars of damage in these spikes at least. This is bottom route here. You might want to switch to a turtle that's got a faster attack, such as Mike, so you can clear these turrets out. And then you want to grab a pizza down here for recovering whatever damage you took. And after the pizza, jump up here. And jump over here. If you fall down to here, screw these boomerangs. You can just jump over that guy. Alternately, if you don't have enough health, which hopefully you did after probably farming that pizza, you can take the top route here. Drop down and get that pizza if you have enough health to survive the spikes. Anyways, I suggest killing this guy here because he can throw boomerangs and really mess you up. So you can go over here and kind of take your time because this is a stressful little area. You just walk forward and you can do a full jump. I think you can do a medium jump. I think you can do any kind of jump, so don't worry about it. We'll try to prove that. I'm going to do a low jump. Good. Medium jump, good. Full jump, good. Don't worry about what kind of jump you're doing. So and you don't even need to be on the very edge of this. You just need to be kind of close. So just try not to let it stress you out too much. So anyways, there's that. Okay, this section, I don't know what this hole is. Oh, you can farm half pizzas in here, but it's a pain. But just know that if you need to get health. So this is a hole we need to progress. Pretty easy to get through that. Watch out for the turrets. You can attack these guys from above. Same with this turret here if you want. Let's clear all them out. Alright, so here's the crusher room, or the guillotine room. Of course, pizza over here. And I have really no tips for this. I can show you how I do it. But everybody does this a different way. Just do whatever works for you, really. That's not how I do it. Okay, here's how I do it. But you can just walk. Just make sure to let go of the arrow for the directional. Oh, you know what's easy? That when Arcus ran this, he did a little wiggle. He did a little wiggle. So you can practice up here if you need to. Because if you hold forward, you're just going to walk over it. That's what screws people up. But what I do is I hold forward and then I stop holding forward so I drop down. But what Arcus did when he was learning this game is he did a little wiggle. So you can try the wiggle strat, but I just hold forward and then let go to drop down. If you're too far, you can adjust back. Just try not to stress this out too much, or stress out about this too much. We'll figure it out. Hey, Square One, what's up, dude? Alright, so Mauser fight. Easiest fight in the game, as long as you have Dom. I'll show you a way to make it quicker too. So you stand right about here. I just messed that up. Okay, so stand right where I'm going to stand. Hold up the entire time. You should be able to get 4 attacks in at least. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause before his mouth closes. Unpause, and the ball will still be vulnerable. So that's the easy strat there. Don't mash attack because you're gonna hit him in his iframes and you're going to waste time. So you got to get in a little bit of a rhythm. Or if you want to be safe about it, just do 3 attacks and then pause it. Then you can pause it again as soon as he opens his mouth. That way he doesn't drop any mousers. But easy fight. You'll get it. Alright, so I always check the holes in order from hole 1, which is up here, hole 2, which is down there, and hole 3, which is down there. There is a building here that you can farm pizza from. I think it's this one down here. Yeah, so you just go up here as a half pizza. So you can farm pizza there. Down here is a turtle you can rescue if you need to. So that's it for that building of value. This building up here, way over here, shit. That's got scrolls and pizza in it, but that's hard. Don't worry about that. If you really want to, feel free, but I'm not going to go to that. So I always check holes in order, because you always want, this is cave 1. You always want that one, but that's not the easiest to get. That's the big struggle with this speedrun, is getting cave 1 there. So I'll do the easy strat first. That guy usually jumps down there. Sometimes he doesn't, but get him out of the way. Then you just go down here. There's some enemies down here, just avoid all that. And then we get to check if we have cave 1. Which we do not, damn it. Alright, so that's what you're hopeful for in a run, is that you get cave 1. The clip here, I'm not going to go into the clip. But anyways, I'm going to do the clip. I'm not going to explain it. But just to get down here really quick. So what you want to do, if you go to check a hole, especially if you have all your turtles or 3 of them, whatever, and it's not there, and you have a turtle that's low on health, which I don't, but if you have a turtle that's low on health, you can just kill him on these enemies down here, and you'll do death warp out of the hole, save some time. So there's that. So we didn't get cave 1, so we'll see if we get cave 2. Because going back out of the holes after you check for Technodrome is usually pretty rough. Cave 2 is kind of fun if you get in a rhythm, but you're just going to have to figure that out on your own. I'll show you what I do. Kind of just have to figure out what these pill bugs are doing. Sometimes they shoot, sometimes they roll. Porcupine down here, he's a real dick. Okay, not in cave 2 either. So, if I was playing, I would just death warp out of there, but you're probably gonna die on the way out anyway. So cave 3, the toughest of all holes. What you can do here, the furthest you are, or the further you are away from the porcupine here, the more likely he is to jump, so you want to get away from him. And just attack him as he jumps. Get rid of him, because porcupines are really, really rough. I'm gonna get out of his way. Wait for this guy to do his thing. This guy should do something. Yeah, porcupines are terrible in this game. There's these guys here, wait for them. Another porcupine here. Just kind of chase him down a little bit and hopefully he doesn't charge you. Alright, since it was not in cave 2 or 1 or 2, we know it's going to be here. Alright, easy Technodrome strat right here. Well, depending on how you want to do it. You can use your scrolls to destroy a bunch of parts of the Technodrome before you fight the eye, but let's just assume you don't have scrolls at this point. You have done. Immediately walk to the right, duck under this thing. Okay, you can pop back up and just start attacking these turrets. Don't worry about that foot soldier there. Just let him be for a minute. Okay, that's destroyed. Okay, so do a little hop up here, you're good. This guy's not going to hit you. Just don't get too far away from him or he might jump at you. Okay, so now you can just do short hops and attack up with Don. If you're quick enough, you can get 3 in here, but... perfectly safe Technodrome fight. We'll do it again, see if we can get something to go wrong. Okay, so if you kill this guy, the reason you don't want to attack without jumping. You want to jump and then attack. Because if you attack and kill this guy from the ground, then these start popping out everywhere, then you gotta take care of them. Which isn't a huge deal, but they can throw shurikens or jump at you or do that. They've got really big hitboxes to the left and the right of them that are deceptive. So just try and steer clear of them. Anyways, generally safe Technodrome fight, even if you kill that guy. Or if you want, you can take this part out right here, so they stop spawning altogether. So there's that. And the more you kill on the Technodrome, the redder the eye gets. Anyways, I'll demonstrate that fight one more time, because this is a stressful fight that you can make not stressful by doing this. And this strat was shown to me by the NES Master. He's developed a lot of good strats for this game, a lot of safe strats. You have my support. Famous words from April. Okay, so if the Technodrome is in cave 2 or 3, there's a high chance that these guys are going to be boomerang guys. If it's in cave 1, it's usually foot soldiers, so just be prepared for either. So you can kind of just jump around them, jump over this stuff, and just avoid them. Okay, so this room is important here. You want to be dropping down the ladder and hugging the left wall like I am here. Immediately jump over these guys and get out of the way of those laser guys. The laser guys, sometimes they'll both be high, sometimes one will be low. See that it changes, but sometimes you have to duck under them, so just be prepared to duck. Okay, this screen here, you'll kind of just want to take your time at first, because these flying things are going to be coming after you. It's usually one low then one high like that, which you can kill in one hit by attacking straight forward and then jumping. Like that. Or you can just kill the first one and then duck under these. If you don't want to react to them, you can just duck under them. If you want to react to them, then you can just do that. Either way. Whatever you want to do. So this part is critical to the speedrun. This is the ceiling clip. One of the ceiling clips. This is the free one. Once you get in it, then all you do is hold right, and then you'll get out of it onto the ladder. But it's hard to pull off. It takes a long time to get used to. Just stick with it and you'll get it. Basically, you want to jump to the corner. You want to jump as far into the wall as you can without bonking. Like, that would have been a bonk, of course it was. But you want to jump as far as you can in, and then at the very height of your jump, and I'm going to be holding up and left the whole time here. I don't know which inputs exactly it needs at minimum, but I'll tell you what I do. Just hold up and left, and then attack at the very peak of your jump. Like that. And it's probably going to be very frustrating at first, and you're not going to get it for the first 70 times you try. But once you get it, it's cool. It's good. Any other route in the Technodrome, you take a ton of damage. And then you just hold right. As soon as you start clipping, just hold right. You'll get onto this ladder right here, and you're good. If you don't hold right, you can soft lock the game or just really screw up. You'll be in some weird places. So there's a turtle to rescue down and right if you want. Hey, Morning After Kill, what's up? There's a turtle to rescue down and right if you want. Otherwise, just go up the ladder. Wait for those guys to pass, and you walk over here. So the alternate path here, if you have enough health with your turtles and don't want to do the clip, you can go down here, kill the turret, there's a full pizza to the right. I'll go ahead and show you that. If you want it, if you need it, whatever. Full pizza there. Okay, the alternate path, if you have enough health with your turtles, switch a turtle you don't care about. And you can watch any of the glitchless runs, and this is the path it usually takes. Go down here. And then you end up in that same spot we were in, hugging the ladder when we did the clip. So look at all that damage we took when we could have just did the clip. So, worth it to do the clip, saves a lot of time. All you gotta do is hold, after you get into the wall, or into the ceiling, all you gotta do is hold right. That's the key, hold right. And you'll get on this ladder. And you just pop up, and you're good to go. I'm not going to sit here and do the clip too much, it's just something you have to get a feel for. I can't really explain it any more than I already have. Just keep at it, you'll get it. Once you get the feel for it, you're good. Alright, so we're going to pop up here. Okay, so if there's 3 spinning flying guys right there, then there's not going to be a bigger enemy here. But there was not those 3 guys right there, so there is going to be. So we're just going to walk to the edge here and drop straight down and go under it. It's probably going to be a laser guy. Beer full of belly, what's up, dude? Welcome. Drop down, go under it, just avoid it. Alright, so now we're in this section. Jump up here, fall down here. Sometimes there's a laser robot right here. Most times there's not. Just be prepared for him. Alright. There is a boomerang guy right there. You can jump over him like that, or you can attack and kill him. That's your choice. Alright, so we're going to drop down here and immediately attack down as we hold down and right. Kill those guys. Alright, so here you're going to have lines of these beetles and boomerang guys at the same time. So I'll show you the fast way to get through it, and then we'll go the slow way. We're just going to screw it up. Hold on. Medium jump, or big jump, why not? Alright, so there's a fast way to get through that. But actually, when you're falling here, you don't have to do that attack. You can just do something safe like that. And here's how you can take care of these boomerang guys. This guy's going to hit you, so you need to take care of that one. Do something like that with the boomerang guys. Okay, so here is Mr. Invincibility. You can choose to get him or not. But the jump is kind of hard to time because you have to hit that gap at an angle, and also in such a way that the turret doesn't shoot at you, because it can just shoot at you and knock you down and you won't even get it. Or you can just do that. Something like that. If you're too late, it'll do that, and then you just panic and wreck yourself. So anyways, I usually get this, or I usually got this when I started out runs. Let's do it without it. Depending on what enemy set you get, this is not an easy one. So let's just scratch that idea. Try to get Mr. Invincibility here. And if you want a turtle to have sub-weapons, you're going to kill a good bit of enemies here. So you might want to switch to one that you want to get a sub-weapon on or something. Or if you have scrolls with the one that you like Dawn, you want to switch away from Dawn so that in case you pick up a weapon drop, it doesn't replace the scrolls. See, there is enemy or weapon pickup right there. Weapons drop every 24 enemy kills. I personally don't count, but I run the routes I run. I know generally where they're going to fall, depending on which enemies I kill or how many. But I don't actually keep a running count. I just kind of estimate in my head. But when you're starting out, you just kill random numbers of enemies, so don't worry about that. You have an equal chance of getting triple shurikens, which are the weakest. Boomerangs, which are the second weakest power-wise, but they are useful. And the single shurikens, which are the most powerful of the random weapon drops. Or it could be no weapon drop at all. You're not always going to get a weapon drop on that 24th kill. I think it's 24, don't quote me on that. It might be like 22 or 23 or 21, I don't know. Like I said, I don't really keep count. So yeah, I like Dawn for this section. Because all the other turtles cannot kill these flying things in one hit unless it's Leo or Mike at half health or less. I guess I never explained that. All the turtles get a damage increase when they're at less than half health. Except for Wrath, for some reason. But anyways, Dawn can kill these guys no matter what, so Dawn pretty much the whole way through his run if you can. Oops. So immediately attack. You can attack up to kill them both. You can attack forward to kill just one, whatever you want to do. So here, there's going to be a series of hops. And why we're going to do those hops is to manipulate the jetpack guys. This is a very critical area, so I'm going to try and go into detail here. Because this is the room that wrecks a lot of people. So you see that little black line to my right that goes all the way down to the floor? I'm going to hop at that, or right at it, or right before it. So our goal is to just keep holding forward as much as possible. Hop at that. Those guys should go over. Okay, attack in between these two pipes right here. So hop at that. I attack in between these two pipes right here. I hop in the middle of this grate. And then you gotta attack up for those guys. The key is to keep moving forward because that's gonna despawn the jetpack guys behind you. You do not want these guys chasing you. Hop in the middle of this grate here. Attack up. Hop. Duck. Attack there. You'll kind of just have to develop your own visual cues. Attack there. Duck. Attack there. Jump up here. Once those enemies are once those jetpack guys are behind you and despawned, then you can kind of take a breather here because it's gonna get interesting here. But again, hop at this black thing, attack in between the two pipes, hop in the middle of this grate, attack up, jump, duck under these guys, attack right about here, duck under this set, attack. If you miss it, you can redo it. Duck under these guys. The key right here is about at this point right here. When you're walking, do you throw your attack out with Dawn? Because that's going to kill that flying guy, the spinning thing. Because if you don't kill the spinning thing, you're going to get knocked back, and your laser guys are still going to be on your left side and chasing you down and trying to kill you. So that's a critical part right there. Hop at the black thing, attack in between the two pipes, hop in the middle of the grate, attack up, duck under these guys, attack this guy, duck under these guys, attack this guy. Alright, again, attack here to kill that guy, and then there's another one, so you gotta attack down. There is a chance that you could get a low jetpack guy spawn for that set of 3 of them when in the medium narrow section. Not these guys. Well, you can get low jetpack guys here. You could get low jetpack guys anywhere. Usually if it's one set, it's all sets. Anyways, there's not much you can do. You're probably going to get wrecked. Good luck. Use your scrolls. Reset the game. Okay, so that's probably what you want to practice right here. See, I jumped too late there, and they didn't back off. But you can salvage it if you have enough health. But the key is getting to the point where those guys are despawned. Alternately, if you don't want to mess around with the timing of the jumps here, you can just duck under these guys. If you don't want to stress using the visual cues as the hops, you just duck under these guys, just like you do for these guys. But that's your key right there. Move forward enough to despawn those guys. Hey Neural, what's up, dude? Alright, so this point is... It's not too bad if you take it slow. So you're going to get a series of jetpack guys followed by spinning flying things. And they're not perfectly spaced out. But if you just take it slow, what you're going to do is move forward until you see a jetpack guy and then just duck until he shoots and leaves. While also watching out for the spinning things and attacking down to take care of them. It'll all make sense here in just a second. They'll back up. Easy cheesy. You can attack these guys or jump over them, whatever you want to do. So let's do that one more time. And you can take this as slow as you want. You can just kind of just edge out here. Get a feel for it. Or you can do it faster. But at first, just take your time with this until you get a feel for it, because if this part goes wrong, then it could be run over at the very end of your run, and that's no fun. But once you clear through this final hallway, that's the last boss of the game, in my opinion. So with Dawn, at least, if you have Dawn, there's the easy cheese strat for this sub-boss up here. You go all the way to the left, and then you just turn around and just take like one step, and then hold down and keep attacking. Boom. Or if you have the scrolls, two quick ones. Alright, so that's easy strat there for that guy. So the key to this whole run is to keep Dawn alive. If Dawn dies, just reset the game. So Shredder. Easiest fight in the game. Fun fact, if you check how he has blue lightning here. And then your turtle always turns to a red color for some reason. You always turn into Raph at the end of the game. I don't know what he's doing right now. But anyways, if you pause it right after you enter this door, his lightning turns red. Neato. Yeah, so, yeah, Shredder can wreck you. But we're going to drop down immediately, line our nose up with the very edge of whatever the hell this is. You can be a little bit further in, but he can't hurt you. Awesome, Neural. I hope you do. Well, if you do watch this tutorial, it's a long one, I guess, but it's been pretty thorough, I think, for beginners learning to speedrun this game, or at least survive it. So he's not going to hurt you right here. You can use any turtle you want, and he's not going to hurt you. On rare occasion, he can teleport behind you. It's a weird glitch, and then wreck you, but we haven't figured out exactly what triggers that, and it doesn't happen that often. Like I said, you can be a little further in as well. So it doesn't have to be exact. So line your nose up with the edge of that. Well, hold on. Line your nose up with the edge of this, like that, or a little further in. This might be too far in, but it might be okay. We'll see. But we're good. Okay, so you have a little bit of leeway there. But if you're too far back, I think you don't want to leave any gap here. Oh wow, it looks like you can. You've got a lot of leeway here. So it seems to be the center of the area where you can go is right here, lining your nose up with the edge of that, and then you proceed to wreck it. alternately, if you have enough scrolls, do the fun kill. There was the teleport. Tried to trick me. Yeah, watch out for that. It seems to happen when you use sub-weapons against him. That was cool I got him to teleport just to show that off, that it can happen. So there's that. That is the tutorial of how to begin speedrunning this game, or just for anybody who wants to beat this game. That'll get you close. Yeah, Serial, you're welcome, man. I hope it helps. Oh, he's teleported on a couple people on PB Pace, I believe. I don't know if I was one of them or not. So yeah, I really hope this helps people. I mean, it is a long video, but it is what I believe is pretty thorough. It'll get you really close without holding your hand. So that's yeah, me too, man. I gotta be up at 4:30. So, thanks everyone for hanging out. I appreciate it. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the run. If you have any questions, jump in the TMNT Discord, which is available on the speedrun.com page for TMNT. It's very active. People are willing to answer questions about the game. So, let's find somebody to host.